Ballots are out for the primary election, which is coming up soon on August 8th, featuring many tight races. Join us now to break it down is political analyst Dr. John Hart. Aloha and good morning, Dr. Hart. Always good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by with us. Okay, so we have some really interesting races. What do you find most compelling?
To me, the most interesting race at mid-level is probably that Kauai mayor's race. Okay, that's a mayor's race, so it's not political parties. We're determining top two, and there are three that are in contention, right? Council Chair Raposa, he's up front by about 10 points, both in votes and with the money. So the race is for number two, former Mayor Cavallo. A lot of money, but neck and neck with Councilmember Cowden. No money, but a lot of voters. And so Kauai, you need to vote. They are going to determine the second person for that fall election.
One of the other interesting races this coming primary is the race for Lieutenant Governor. Former Kauai Mayor Derek Kawakami threw his hat in the ring once Sylvia Luke decided to drop out of this race. But you also have Della Albalati, the representative for the state, John Choi. What do you make of this race?
Well, Derek was first up. He has the support of the Carpenters Union. They have a lot of money. They didn't want Luke last time, and they backed someone too late. They corrected that. They backed someone early. He's well-financed. She's far behind. And I would expect, unless we see a absolutely huge shift, that Derek will be the nominee in the fall.
And then Congressional District 1, incumbent Ed Case getting challenged from State Representative Jarrett Keohokalole. What do you think this race hinges on?
Well, I think this is a win-win. Jarrett thought about running for CD2. Now he's running for CD1. He has a state office, which means he can run for a federal office without giving up his current job. That's a nice option to have. Congressman Case always does very well. I think people forget that. And I don't see Jarrett winning, but he will raise his name recognition and be a force in the future.
Now, there's also a race for Maui Mayor, incumbent Richard Bisson, getting a challenge from Yuki Lei Sugimura, who is, and also a Lahaina real estate broker, P. Denise LaCosta. What do you make of the race there?
Well, Bisson is the incumbent, normally favored, but he is behind, but he is number two. And that's all you need to be, because again, this is a nonpartisan race. Top two go in November, so they're running for pole position, if you will.
Now, when you look at the national picture, a lot of costs of living, how do you feel like that impacts some of the races here locally?
Well, you know, affordability has always been an issue here.
Yeah.
That's not a new issue. We're just giving it a new name. I think a lot of our candidates are relatively similar. I think that's the interesting thing about CD1 is Case and Jarrett are different. You have a traditional Democrat versus a progressive. But so in many cases, I think we're talking about personality or character as opposed to politics. I don't think you're getting a particularly different flavor, if you will.
It is interesting that ballots have already gone out, that this might be the most important election instead of the general election for a lot of these races, being that it is the primary. We are a very heavily Democratic state as far as our history of voting. What's your message to voters about making sure that they do get their ballots in for this election?
Well, I think you're absolutely right. Because we're so heavily Democratic, in many cases, the Democratic nominee is going to win in November, either against a weak Republican candidate or no Republican candidate at all. So voters need to remember, in many cases, you are choosing in the primary who will probably win. So it is important to get out and vote, especially if you're in Kauai.
We do have the Attorney General investigation that is hanging over much of our politics here locally with a corruption scandal. How do you feel like that hangs over the election, being that so far has not been concluded?
Well, I do expect we're going to hear something in the next 2 weeks, is what I've been told. And the bottom line is it meant the incumbent LG couldn't run. So that is the most obvious effect. And I think hopefully this means we'll be looking closer than we used to about campaign finances. Because with all this dark money, until we fix that or have public financing, it's going to make a difference.
That's a great point, Dr. Hart. We've talked about that at length in the past. You can check out KHON2.com for our full interview on that. Again, August 8th is the primary election. Ballots are out. You got to get that in by 7 o'clock on the night of the election. Can't be postmarked. Get that in by 7 o'clock.
That is
August
super
8th.
important. Yeah, they're not going to count them if they come in late, so get it in now.
All right, Dr. Hart. Always good to see you. Mahalo for stopping by with us.